go. Okay, this is Feng Shui Friday with Brenny, and I've been at the lake all week, so I am at peace and really relaxed, and I want you to be like this too. So we're going to cover the 4 Feng Shui principles. This is Black Sect Feng Shui teachings. Oh, it looks like we have Catherine joining us, so let me make sure she can, I'll co-host her because we know technology happens. And if you are on the Zoom call, hey, Cecilia, great to see you, girlfriend. This is good stuff. Glad you're here. What you can do is you can raise your hand or you can just pop on the screen like Catherine is. After the call, you can ask any questions you want. I will not put it on the recording for those of you that are shy. Okay, so we're just getting started right now. Hey, Catherine, how you doing, girl? Got any pounding going on at the outside your house today?
No pounding today.
Well, I've been just in heaven. This is my element. I'm on the lake, and you've been seeing posts of how beautiful our sunsets and sunrises are. And that's how I calm down. That's where I get connected to source and set my intention for the day. I can just say how blessed I am. It's so beautiful. And I just saw 12 baby loons last night when I went out in the kayak. I have not seen that many loons, but I think it's really cute because I record their mom and dad's song, and then I play it, and pretty soon everybody's talking back to me, and it's like, you're talking to yourself. So we're just getting started. For those of you on Facebook, thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. This is really good information. And the reason I decided to do the 4 Feng Shui principles is because everything kept popping up about intention and mindset. When I was in meditation and I asked what I should do, what guidance to complete my mission, my purpose on earth, everything that popped up was mindset and intention. And I'm like, well, intention is number 1 in Feng Shui. So maybe this is a sign from source that I should be sharing this information. So let's get hopping here. Okay, so we just said the first principle is intention is foremost. That means intention is the most important. And here's how you apply intention consistently. There's 3 keys. So the first key is to get very clear on what you want. The universe can't build or send the people for you if you just say, oh, I want money or I want a car. Well, what kind of car do you want? You know, what color do you want? Go sit in a car. The next one is visualize and feel your desired results before it happens. So if you want a car, for example, I would go to a car dealership and pick out the exact car you want and go for a test drive and feel it. Name your car. I'm telling you, I never have problems with my vehicles, but I always name them because it's intention and energy, and mine always run great. And then expect the results to happen. You're never going to manifest anything if you say, okay, you're clear about what you want and you feel it, but then you're like, well, I really can't imagine making $10,000 a month. Well, guess what? Money's not going to flow where it's not welcome.
Yes.
So what you want to do is start small. Like you may want to start manifesting a rug, because then you're like, oh, I can do this. Because the next principle we're going to talk about why things don't manifest for people is because everything is energy. All matter, whether it's physical or subtle, has a specific vibration and frequency. Our thoughts, our feelings, money, animals, any illnesses, they all have their own vibrational pattern and a unique frequency that it resonates to. So the speed and density of each vibration will determine how fast that it will manifest. Yes. Okay, I'm going to make it so we can see everybody. There we go. I'm like, where am I? You can't see the wood paneling. I'm at the cabin. Yeah, guys. Cabins may have wood paneling, but that's okay because it's beautiful where I live. Anyway, so let's talk about that for a moment. That's why in Feng Shui, we will look and say your house has a huge impact on you. So if you have water dripping all the time, we talked about this last week, it's like sweating 24/7, 365 days. That's first very draining. Then
Yeah.
you're going to create wet diseases like sinus issues, diarrhea, that type of thing. And money also, water vibrates to your emotions. So if you think of the Bagua, you have the career area, or journey in life, as I like to say, because career sounds like a job, and that doesn't resonate with me. And it's water, and water is winter, and it's also your emotions. So it also vibrates to money. So if you constantly have your dripping faucet, especially if it's in your journey in life or career area, it's a dripping away of the energy so that you can manifest your dream job or career. Our career is being entrepreneurs. Probably because I can't work for anybody else because I can't zip it up. It's a good, bad thing when you're ethical, you know? So we want to make sure that you understand this, and every person's different. We all have a unique fingerprint. We all have a unique vibration. When I studied with my master light worker, we studied fibers and song, and it's all about the notes we give out and that we vibrate to. So this is why it's really important when we say, hey guys, you do not want to be hanging out with those low vibers, those people that are negative, those people that are never going to believe in you, that are constantly bombarding you with that energy. You want to go get in groups and hang out with fun people that are motivated, that see the good side of everything and not the bad side of everything. And so let's talk back about intention. Well, you know, you put your intention into what you want. So mine is that I transmit to the right people I am meant to serve, that I can share my gifts and tools with, that I've studied over all these years, and that I can connect with the right people that I can send my students to, where they specialize in something that it may not be mine. I'm always told I'm a bridge, and I totally believe that, because I love sharing my students with other people. If you come from a different mindset, you're in lack and limitation, and you're not serving the highest purpose for the universe, because that means it's like you think you own everybody and they need to be with you. We grow and we change. So I've studied with many different Feng Shui teachers, not all of them black sect, because Master said he gives us 25% of the knowledge, and then through growth and studies, we go out and we attain the other 75%. Well, it'd be very narrow-minded if I said I'm only doing black sect and I hadn't studied anything else. I learned a lot in Compass School with Roger Green, and I've learned a ton working with Yasha Jampolsky in the 4 Pillars of Destiny. So don't go into fear. There's different schools of Feng Shui, but listen, they are all basically the same. They all use yin and yang. They all use the 5 elements. And whether you know it or not, we all use intention. That's why we all snickered a bit when The Secret came out, like it was this big thing that was just announced. It's like, no, that's Feng Shui. That's been going on for a long time. And in Black Sect, we do what's called the 3 secrets of reinforcement, which really gives a power boost to you manifesting. And what it is it's getting very clear on what you want. We also meditate, so we're connected to source. My meditation is in a kayak out on the lake. You don't have to sit there and listen to the same things. Like if you don't like guided meditations, the important part is not to let the negative mind start chattering to you and get you in stress and anxiety. Like this morning, I sniffed my calming oils, my essential oils, because I was feeling a little nervous energy. And the reason is because I'm excited about some projects I'm working on. And I scrubbed the carpet out in the patio where I sleep, and I had the fan on, and I'm very sensitive to smells. And that's just because I have sinus scar tissues in there, but we don't need to get into that. Well, hello. Thank you for popping in. I guess I should put reading glasses on. Yeah, the 50s. I cannot even pronounce that name, but thank you for sharing the video. I appreciate it. Leo Capriles Petronia. Maybe the L's are Y's like in Spanish. If that's so cool, I want to talk to you. Okay, so let's go on. You have any comments, Catherine? That's a no.
I love everything you're talking about. I think Cecilia had a question. Her hand went up a few minutes ago.
Cecilia, what's your question? I don't see anything in chat, and I don't see.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Thanks for joining.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I just put it in my laptop. I'm in bed still, and I was feeling sleepy, but I remember the class, so I just put it because I'm still recuperating from my surgery. So by mistake, I raised the hand. I'm sorry.
Oh no, that's okay, because
Okay.
as you can tell, I like casual, and that gives everybody permission. You can raise your hand, and we will stop and answer your question. So you make sure to stay on, Cecilia, because at the end of the call, I'll stop the recording, and you can talk to myself and Catherine and get any question that you have answered. And it's always wonderful to have other perspectives on things. Cecilia's
Yeah.
in the room by room declutter class. We have a lot of fun in there. It just started. And what that's about is helping you empower yourself, because the next one is we're going to talk about after I finish Everything is Energy, is your space reflects your light. So look around and see what you're saying and what vibration you're setting. But just you have to know that everything is energy, and there's two types of vibrational patterns. Okay, each vibrational pattern consists of different variables that will create this frequency. Remember, Tesla told you, we live in a world of energy, frequency, and vibration. That's scientific fact. This is not woo-woo, as I was told on Facebook the other day. I actually had someone, now I believe in God. God's first in my life. And I was told that Feng Shui was the devil's work. And it's like, what is wrong with people? Where do you get these thought processes from? All we're doing is sharing knowledge on how you can live a more balanced and healthy life. Feng Shui is all about flow and not having stuck energy, so you can live at your highest vibration and manifest all the gifts and treasures from heaven that are our birthright. The only reason we don't have everything we want is we stop it ourselves. And it's often because of the people we hang out with. You've heard Jim Rohn and many other people. I've studied a lot and watched a lot of webinars, followed a lot of leaders and mentors. And, you know, he'll tell you the 5 people you hang around is who you are. So who are you hanging out with? Well, if you're just hanging out with your family and they don't believe anything that you're into or doing, they're being negative about it, then you're going to get that thought process in your subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind is your non-thinking mind. It only does what you tell it. And that's why we're our own worst enemy, because we get on that mind chatter of lack and limitation. And what happens, guys? We always think of the worst thing. You can get 1,000 compliments, and that one guy makes a post to me about Feng Shui is the devil, and I'm like, what? My wood element? My human design frustration? But here's the great thing. So I jumped in the boat, and I went down to the sandbar, and I got on my air mattress to chill out, and that's the advantage of being able to be an entrepreneur. And I ran into some really cool people, and we were laughing and joking and having a good time. And for some reason, who could figure out, but like the 4-year-old, he thought I was just really fun, and he liked to whip my air mattress around. Kids love me because I am a kid. So to me, what a blessing. If he wouldn't have posted that, I would have kept working. I came back, and I was relaxed and happy and joyful. And when you're in that state, that's when God, the Holy Spirit, whoever you believe in, can get the information to you. If you're stressed, and you're living in a room of clutter and people are negatively impacting you and you work a job you hate, how in the world can you get clear information to live a better life? You can't. That's why we do this, because we want to help people and it's fun. I love this information anyway. So there are general and specific frequencies. The general frequencies will affect all people, but specific frequencies will affect a specific place, person, or thing. So that's where you're vibing at. So if you've had a lot of accidents and you have when you get sick, what happens? It always goes to the area that was the most recent, maybe injury, because it's still completely not at its strong state. And so this is what you need to know, that yes, if you sleep under a power grid, that's going to impact everybody. But if you live in a house that has electrical issues, at first it may only really impact you because of where you're vibrating at, the nervousness, the anxiousness. I would always look at electricity. Make sure you don't have frayed wires. All your light bulbs are working properly. You guys, that seems crazy, but honest to gosh, I'm telling you, and that's why I love to do these classes. It reminds me, I had a candle company. I made soy candles. One, they last 10 hours per ounce, so a long time. They're good. My parents would come over and put them on their cuticles because vitamin E, and they smell good, and you don't have to worry. They're easy to clean up. What normal candles are paraffin. That's the bottom of the crude oil barrel. That's what you guys are burning, and they can create fires. And so I looked after I did a class, and I'm like, hey man, I need to go put some candles in my helpful people area and my beautiful candle holders. I had forgot to do it. We're human in Feng Shui, and that's why it's always good. I said to Catherine, it's great having somebody support you in the same business, if you want to call it, we do, because we forget, and guess what? We're living in that vibration, so we forget to look at it. And my little story is, so I looked around and said, my helpful people area, that's where I was missing the candles. And when I meditated, we meditate a lot in Black Sect, because that's how you get your answers and get connected. And I had this big boat anchor TV my nephew had left me. It wasn't a gift in my eyes. And I mean, I don't even really watch TV. And I'm like, what am I going to do with this? It weighed like 300 pounds. So when his dad showed up, I'm like, can you put that in the truck? And I'm going to, take it out and dispose of it. And as soon as I got rid of that, opportunities started popping up for me. Things where I can help others. Because my big intention is I want the right people to show up that I transmit to through my intention and my visualization, that they show up, and then I'm able to help them with either Feng Shui or making money. And that's where this wonderful opportunity popped up. And it was just like that. And I said, well, give me a sign, because, you do doubt at times.
Yes.
And an eagle flew down and grabbed a fish right in front of me on my kayak and flew off. Well, an eagle's freedom and fishes, in Feng Shui, that's considered wealth, because if you could eat, you were wealthy. So it's like, boom. But if I wasn't meditating and I wasn't asking and being clear about asking for a sign, we often see the signs all around us, but we're not quiet and in the now. And that really is a big thing. When Eckhart Tolle got people talking about a new earth, it's really about being in the now and being aware, because you pray and you pray and you pray and you ask God or Buddha or whoever for guidance, and they're like, man, do I have to hit her over the head with a fry pan again? So I do everything feeling it in my solar plexus, because I know my human design, and I'm an emotional generator, and I feel it in my solar plexus, and all of you do feel things in your solar plexus. So you guys, if you have questions on Facebook, feel free to pop them on in here. Okay, so now we're going to go to number 3, your space reflects your life. So if each vibrational pattern consists of these variables, what's around you? You know, really take a look. And we look at many things. We look at windows and doors and beams, but I'm talking clutter, baby. What kind of clutter do you have in your life? Because wherever there's clutter, that is stuck energy, that is old energy, and it just needs a home. Don't beat yourself up for that. I never, ever come from that guilt standpoint.
No guilt.
You know, I've got enough of that from family members that love to play the guilt trip. Doesn't work on me anymore. It's like, no, I'm not playing that. It just means you don't have a home, you don't have a system, and it's not your fault. You just may not have the organizational tools. You know, you may not know it, and it may not be your strong element. Like metal is about being organized. Accountants, you know, people that like checklists and stuff, that's very metal. And if you have zero metal in your chart, which Yasha Jampolsky could really explain that stuff better to you. I call him Dr. Feng Shui. And so if you don't have the organization gene, then what are you supposed to do? You just don't know. That's why you find a mentor, someone like me or Catherine, who are going to help you create systems and be aware of the impact. So these vibrational patterns are created in your environment by color, by shapes, by the placement of your furniture, the number of windows, doors, and clutter. And illness has its own vibrational pattern. That's why in the Chakra Feng Shui class and in my holistic wisdom membership, we meet once a week, is we use all these different tools. So you have the 6 entryways of impact. This is the healing theory of Grandmaster Lin Yun, who is our master, is now on the other side helping us. So we're talking about your vision. So when you're a little computer and you walk in, and like I really can't enjoy walking into people's houses that have like those picture walls. They just have picture. My brain's like, whoa, and knickknacks everywhere. And then hearing, like you heard me playing some solfeggio frequency music. It was Tibetan bowls and native flutes. And that, like, when I hear that, I just relax and I'm in the flow. And that's where I get all these great thoughts and ideas. Then the sense of smell. I've got my essential oil mixture, which I know a lot of great people that do aromatherapy. So Lori Kiesling-Kohlberg, Margot Tankskerly. I probably said your name wrong, Margot. I'm sorry. But they are students of mine, and they do essential oils. I have a local friend I'm blessed with, Pam Addison, and she mixed some oils up, Young Living, and they have like books and apps where they can look stuff up. And she mixed oils up for my dad's shingles. And that went right away. It was on his forehead, so he's really paranoid about it. And he had it for over 2.5 months. And then she gave me this concoction, and she gave it to me because I'm her friend. So don't be contacting her and ask her to mix it up, because they legally can't do that. Then taste, and then touch. So let's talk a second about the colors and the shapes, guys. That's the 5 elements.
That's the fun part.
That is the fun part, because vibration, let's talk about that for 1 second with color. Like I personally am a wood element. A red wall would not work for me. It would get my horns up. I'm an ox. I'm a Taurus. I actually have 2 ox in my chart and 2 dragons. So, you know, I'm going to be whipping my tail, flaming out a fire, and my horns are up. So no red, very little. I like splashes, like a pillow and a picture. That's where we talk about Feng Shui and using it to sell your home faster, because you guys call it real estate staging. You're doing Feng Shui. You just weren't aware of it. Baking cookies so it smells good when they walk in. Who wants to walk into a house that smells musty or moldy, or somebody's been smoking cigarettes? No, that's not going to sell a house. So colors and shapes, each element has a shape. So water is asymmetrical. You know, it meanders like this. So Wood looks like a column, so like a torch lamp that goes up. Those are great feng shui tools because you can turn the light on with the intention they see you. You know, like you're calling in your clients and you turn the light on. Now, fire goes up and out like this, the flames, and the colors are reds and oranges and yellow like the sun. Earth, that is a square, and that's the energy to go down and anchor, because everything has an energy of which way it goes.
Yeah.
So your wood ideas are your planting of the seeds, and those are going up. And then the fire are the people that we actually need to complete our projects. So you have a personality, you have a color shapes, and the last one is metal, and that's the colors of whites and grays and round, and that's the energy to go within. It contracts. Like in the winter time, metal gets cold. So these are, if like color, so I don't like the color red, but let's say I wanted to boost that vibration. Well, I am going to put 9 drops of red paint into the color I'm painting my room with the intention. Then I set my intention. What do I want those 9 drops of red paint to do? Because see, everything is frequency and vibration. You're not going to see it on the wall, but you put your intention into it and you stated clearly your intention, then you're visualizing what you want and you're being very specific of feeling it, and then you believe it's going to come true. That's the last part. You have to believe it. It's going to come true. And when you do feng shui, we call it miracles. I mean, all the time. And here's the great thing. You don't even have to believe it. You don't have to believe feng shui works, because it just does. It's scientific facts. So these are simple ways that you can change the energy, especially if you're struggling, you know, with your mindset. Okay, and then the last one is use nature as your model. We want things to meander and flow. So take a look. God doesn't plant trees in a straight row. Everything is kind of dropped around, and the rivers are meandering, because if you have too much energy going too fast, like long hallways, or when you open a door to the house and it's the main door and you can look right out the back, that has no time for the energy to stay. And the energy you're bringing in is bringing it in through the front door. So straight lines can cause a chi to rush and have a negative impact, especially on the ending point it hits. So if you're at the house and you're at the very end of a dead end road and everybody's coming down at you, that energy is going right in. So you'll see people put up fences or shrubbery to block and slow down that chi. And this doesn't matter if it's your, like a road, like I said, in your house or a desk or you. It's going to have an impact on the ending point, whoever and whatever it is. So there's your lovely presentation for today on energy. Hey, Natalie, thank you. And thanks for telling Grace Angel. Love that name. My gosh, that's a good vibration name. And in fact, I was studying names yesterday, and vibrational names, because they were talking about it. If you name your child after someone, but let's say they had a real hot temper, they were a good person but had a hot temper, then you would want their middle name to be something like Hope or Patience, you know, a name that counteracts that, because that's vibration and energy. What a great name. So guys, if you like this type of stuff, you can follow me on Facebook. It's the Feng Shui Messenger. And if you want, you can still jump in. We got a declutter class going on. It's called Room by Room Organization. If you're a little strapped for cash at the moment until we clear your clutter, create a system, and teach you how to do some adjustments, $25 a week. That's it. So if you have clutter and you don't know how to get rid of it and it keeps coming back, for sure, jump in that class. And here's the Bagua. So I want everybody, go out and download the energy map, which is your Bagua, and look, where is the clutter? So like, I had that dead TV and helpful people area, so it didn't matter what I was doing. The energy was old and broken and ugly and angry, because I'd look at it and go, ah, That's not the energy you want in your home. You want to walk in and go, I love it. I love it. Like I'm at the lake and I'm like in gratitude 24/7. I'm like, I love it. I love it. I'm so happy. So at least if you don't get in a class, that's up to you. But do download the Bagua and make a note. Where is all your clutter? Yeah, that's my personality right there in a nutshell. I have lots of professional pictures and it's like, but Brenny is really a country living, nature loving girl. And that's my favorite hat. And I'm always wearing shades because I don't want to injure my eyes out in the sun on the lake. And peace and love, man. That's where I come from. So you can download these slides too, right here. I always give you what I teach. So you have a couple options. If you need help with declutter, jump in that room by room class. And if you want to learn all kinds of tools, Feng Shui, vibrational medicine, chakras, and all that, I do a holistic wisdom membership. We meet Mondays, and it usually goes for an hour and a half to 2 hours. I stay, and we get downloads, and we do get flow from source on what to teach and who to help the most. So I want to thank everybody. Thank you, Facebookers. Please like, share, comment so that this gets the post higher. That's the algorithm in Facebook. And I can tell you about that because I'm a geek too. And actually, if you are an entrepreneur, here's the helpful people part that I just came upon. I'm going to be doing another live stream at 11:30 in about an hour. So if you're especially entrepreneurs, I really love helping conscious, heart-centered, spiritual entrepreneurs. Pop on that live stream because I found a platform. I was paying $297 a month to have my, what you would call websites and funnels. And I found one. It just came to the United States. They've been in business 9 years. Love the number 9. 9 areas of the Bagua. They just came 2 weeks ago to the US, but they have a proven platform. And not only will you only pay $29.99 a month, and that includes a full-blown autoresponder. I was paying $65 a month from Get Response. So this is everything in it. Plus, you can make money referring others. So it's a win-win. You save money and you make money. So if you like helping others, like I'm on a mission to help these spiritual, conscious entrepreneurs live their purpose and get their message out to the world. But most people have no idea what technology they need, and they're spending all this money chasing gurus who are just telling you how rich they are, and they don't really take you down the path of what you need and where you need to get it. I'm a geek and I live stream. My geek page is at Tech Tool Tips, and I like to do it on Tuesdays at 2. Like that vibration, people? Okay, thanks so much, guys. If you want to talk to Catherine and I, we're going to pop off of Facebook, but you can go to the Feng Shui Messenger page, and under events, I'm going to take you there because I'm visual. You can go under events, and that's where the link is. And isn't that pretty, guys? That's my new branding colors and and banner. So you can go under events. I guess I need to move events up. Oh, there it is. Ding, ding, ding. Sniff my clarity. And you can just click on this Zoom link here or copy it and paste it. You just highlight it and then you do right click copy for those of you that aren't geeky. And then just put that up and then you can pop right in here. We'll be on probably for about another, half hour or so to answer your questions. So thanks so much for everybody showing up. Follow Catherine, follow me. We love to give tips and we love to help you. I've been doing Feng Shui for 20 years. And so I know a little bit. And I've also interviewed almost 400 people in the realm of Feng Shui, but I also do energy, all types of holistic and spiritual things. Because if everything is energy, I want to give you all the tools. I use Feng Shui plus many other things like the aromatherapy, which to me is Feng Shui because it's smell. So thanks a lot. I appreciate you guys. Share this out. Send people that you know can use this information. My YouTube channel has hundreds and hundreds of videos on it. I did hundreds of scopes on Periscope. I got off for a while because of the trolls, but now they have good, you can report abuse and spamming people. I don't understand it, but I just let it roll. It's not worth it. Brush it off. Okay, guys, everybody, set your intention. Have a super blessed day. I'm Brenny Larson. That's Catherine Wilking, and she's here always to help too. So show up on Fridays at 10, and if you have a specific teaching you want, let me know, and I will put it together. If you've missed any, you can go to this page, and you can see all the interviews we've done here. Last week was on clutter in your health, then stress, anxiety, your purpose and vision. See, I apply it to business because, and then the personalities of the 5 elements, I wonder who that was. Oh, there's Catherine. So guys, I will see you next week at 10 a.m. for Feng Shui Friday. It's free live interviews and training. If you have somebody you want me to interview, send me a message. I'm very approachable and I love to interview because I get free information too. And that's one more little tip or trick I can use and put in my toolbox or treasure chest. How's that? All right. Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate you.